Hey, buddy.
Good morning, Kelley.
Good morning. I'm sleepy. It's a sleepy morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I stayed up later than I hardly ever do. It was like past 1 o'clock.
Oof.
Super duper late for me.
Yeah.
My glasses are so dirty. We watched the Rockets game. Yeah, they got eliminated from the playoffs. Very much on the back or on the hands and feet of LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
Being LeBron James. Didn't realize until like the end of the broadcast, like they still don't have Luka Doncic. And it's like, how much worse would it have been for us? But then also, LA has to play OKC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way that LA could beat OKC if they could barely beat us. But then maybe if they get Luka back, maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't say they barely beat us.
A lot of those games are close.
I mean, they took a 3-0 lead on the series. Like,
one of those three should have been ours.
I'm just saying. But no, it is sad. But I mean, I've already been checked since we went down 3-0. There's really no coming back from that.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was just looking for bonus basketball. But yeah. And now moving forward, I'm probably going to end up rooting for the Lakers just because I want to see LeBron keep LeBroning.
Mm-hmm.
I'll always root for the guys out there still dominating that are older than us.
I think that's a normal thing. I think that's part of the circle of life. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, probably me too. And then the if Luka comes back, then you get that nice best of both worlds, the legend and the up-comer.
Yep. Plus, I don't like Oklahoma, and I just want them to lose.
I have mad respect for the OKC basketball team. Much in the same way I have mad respect for like the Philadelphia franchise and the team in the locker room and the front office, but the fans, not so much.
Yeah. But that's life.
That's life.
Rockets are done. Still gonna follow the NBA playoffs pretty good. I'm trying to follow the hockey playoffs a little.
Yeah.
Because it's supposed to get real exciting during the playoffs.
I get off work at 5. I almost always have at least an hour to watch whatever I want before having to chore or cook dinner or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes I'll put on McAfee, or like at lunch, like I'll rewind it to the first hour.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those times, one of the days of the week, I did that, and then the first hour was like all hockey, and I was like, let me just fast forward through this hockey. And it was just like the whole hour, Pat. But yeah, if it's playoffs, I get it. But it was like they talked about it, then they had one guest, and then the second guest, and then AJ came on, and he talked about it. It's like, no.
Just get into it, Nate. It'll just make everything easier.
I'm so into the stuff I'm already into.
I mean, you always have more room in your heart.
In my heart, sure, but what about my eyes? What about my time of day?
The heart's the only thing that matters.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just saying stuff I have to agree with.
Yep. What else is going on? What happened this week? I don't even remember.
For me, this was a big work week where last Monday was like trying to do these things, trying to double the size of our glossary and achieve exponential growth, at least on paper.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember everything I got to do.
Bummer.
Yeah. But we did that this week. We added, like we said and thought we would add. And that's great. So there's just a big, like, high-fiving each other. It's my 2-year work anniversary was yesterday.
Nice.
Everybody was real nice to me about that. One of my lasting things that I've done in this organization and my small part of the organization, the agency is like 10 or 12,000 people. Most of them are caseworkers and like out and about and like tip of the spear doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then like all organizations, you got the operations, the logistics, the HR, the stuff that's not the work.
Right.
And in that you've got like some IT function, and in that you got like smaller and smaller bubbles. My, like, it's not the CIO, it's not the CTO. My like analytics office is like 127 people.
Mm-hmm.
When I first came on board, my little team in that office was 5 people, and now it's 10 people, but it's still like in that 127 people. Some of the teams are like 30, 50. You know, most of the teams are pretty big,
Mm-hmm.
and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're the 5th of 5 teams, and 3 of those teams are big. But we started out like 5 people, and now we're 10 people. It's still by far the smallest team.
Mm-hmm.
And Mudang was going off when I first came on board, and we were talking about like what's our team name gonna be, and I forget how like we needed a mascot, but we had been saying small but mighty for a long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's more small but mighty than Mudang? And that turned into a bit and evolved, and we got like shirts, like Mudang shirts, and everybody was sending me little pygmy hippos. Like, happy work anniversary. And we have co-pilot now, so they're like just wasting government funds, like, make me a cartoon pygmy hippo.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good times.
But yeah, it was a good work week. And then mentioned this last week too. I go San Diego Monday through Wednesday this week. So maybe a pretty chill week as far as like milestones and building and all that, and more of a sit down, learn. I'm very much looking forward to seeing a couple subject matter experts that one of them I've been following forever, like since the last gig, and when I came to this agency, and it was like me against the world. Mm-hmm. It's like, we want to do data governance, we're hiring one person. Tell us, what we need to do, and just go as far as you can with it. I was like, all right, do more with less is definitely a thing. Mm-hmm. And the company I came for, the tool that we brought in, is definitely a do more with less tool. Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, so technology, I think we got that buttoned up. We need to think about like process and policy in that context of we're starting something and plan to like grow it iteratively over time, versus I'm IBM, I'm Apple, we're doing data governance, you all are doing this right now, and just like, here's $1 billion to just sort it out. That's not, that's too ends of a spectrum.
Yeah.
So I knew technology-wise, and then like process and policy-wise, I also knew some of like the subject matter experts that we would point people to.
Yeah. And
one of them is a guy named Bob Seiner, and he has wrote a book and has an approach methodology called non-invasive data governance, and that's I was like, all right, let me go learn more about that, and then dove into that, and I was like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then last year, he this is a Dataversity, and I think Enterprise Data Warehouse Institute, like EDW, the two of them team up and do this every year. Mm-hmm. The data governance and something quality conference, DGIQ.
Yeah.
And got to see him last year. Did a session, and then they have like little breakouts, and one of the breakouts was like public sector. Mm-hmm. And he ran the public sector breakout, and it's all on the schedule or whatever, so I got there early to see if he'd be there early, and he was, and we hung out, and it was cool. So that was pretty dope, and he's gonna be there again this year. So when I met him, I told him all that stuff. I was like, this is my situation, and following you for years, and just looking forward to implementing this, and we've already started, and it's going well so far. And looking forward to seeing him again and see if he remembers me. We're like, just last week we achieved exponential growth.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then I met a guy for the first time last year that I never heard of, but just a super impressive presentation. And then like his thing that he does is he will find like in an emerging technology field, something that doesn't have process policy associated with it, or like there's a lot of conflicting approaches to implementing this thing for the first time and what this does in the landscape. So like last year it was AI governance.
Mm-hmm.
So not like creating an AI chatbot, but like the governing of the data behind it and complying with regulations and legislation.
Yeah.
And he'll just grab a topic and then create almost seemingly endless documentation.
Yeah.
When it comes to like he had this big wheel that wasn't like a 6-slice wheel. It was like a 24-slice wheel that all had like branches coming off of it. That was like regulation, storage, integration with all these different types of tools, identity management, and it's just like a comprehensive. This is how you could implement and deploy this, and what's different across seemingly every infrastructure and like IT thing you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is all free. And I only scratched the surface of like the stuff that he has available on his website, but it's like a one-man Wikipedia almost.
Mm. And
it's always like different emerging technologies, but his name is Sunil Suarez, I think. Suarez is correct. And I thanked him and all that, but I don't like. We connected on LinkedIn, but I don't like know him or don't feel like I have a parasocial relationship like I do with that other guy. But also incredibly impressive to me. So I'm signed up for both their sessions already, and then I'm also signed up to take a test on Monday to get a data governance certification. So that'll be like a big, fun trip for me from a professional nerd out situation.
Yeah. We both work in really boring spaces. It's like, I love hearing about all your stuff you got going on, but at the same time, I found myself my mind wandering a little through all that. And I had to keep pulling myself back in. Like, no, pay attention.
Yeah, and I'm so into it.
But I have that problem with my work too. Like the subject matter around my stuff bores the crap out of me. But
we're rewatching Parks and Rec.
Yeah. And
we got to the episode where Ron is nominated for a prize at like the woodworking.
Yeah, for his chair.
And when like they come into the expo hall or whatever, and there's like that, the guy that mastered the whatever style.
Big deal guy.
It's me with this like however year old dude.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess we're important tiny little cogs in the grand scheme of things. The things we do, they do make a difference. Yeah.
And I think you like your team, and
I mean, I like everything about my job except like the subject matter.
All these same people, all the same stuff, but let's fly a plane somehow.
Yeah, or just talk about football, or
nice.
I don't know, something else, something other than what I deal with.
Just a small slice of a big IT pie.
Yeah, like a slice of a slice of a slice.
Right.
But whatever. Could be way worse.
Mm.
So I'm not complaining in the slightest.
That was my work week. I did Rookie Dynasty Draft, a rookie, started after the draft ended last week. So was the draft last week? Must have been, right?
I mean, it happened, I think, before we...
No, yeah, the draft wasn't last week, yeah.
Yeah, it was...
The week.
We talked about it last week.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so the draft ended on Saturday, and then our rookie draft started like 10 a.m. the Sunday after.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it works is everybody has 8 hours to do their draft pick.
So this is going to take weeks?
It would, but it could, but a lot of people didn't use the whole 8 hours. Some people used like 5 hours. I think one person got all the way like into the night, where like they had like 7.5 hours left, and then the next morning it probably auto picked presumably. But this is with 12 or 11 other people that are different internet friends, and some are like friends of friends that I've never met and don't know what they're about. But this will be year 3 that I've done it, maybe year 2. And my thing in this Dynasty League is I took over a terrible team.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't expect it to be, like, I didn't have any first round picks until next year, 2027.
Yeah.
But I had other picks and some, like, capital on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, all right, this is not going to be a competitive group until 2027. It just so happens, like, the 2027 draft class is apparently supposed to be, like, one of the better draft classes.
Yeah.
And I caught wind of that basically when I was like, I have a first round draft pick in 2027. What does that draft class look like? And they're like, actually, historically, it's supposed to look pretty good. So I just started doing everything I could to accumulate draft picks in 2027.
Yeah.
And I have 5 2027 first round draft picks.
Oh.
So this was... I do have to talk about this. I didn't have any 2026 draft picks. And then I was like, well, I didn't have any 2025. Did I? No, I had one. I'm sorry. I had one second round draft pick in 2025. And I got Adonai Mitchell. I don't know if that... Yeah. He was a big deal at UT. He was a first round draft pick. Maybe he was a second round draft pick. But he started out at the Colts and then ended up going to the Jets. And the Colts, with their QB situation, but also having like Michael Pittman, he was kind of underutilized.
Mm-hmm.
And when he went to the Jets, he went off. So it's like, all right, all the talent's there. He just needs, the ball thrown at him.
Mm-hmm.
So when I had no draft picks in this year's draft, I was like, well, I did really like that one player I got. So let me see if I can get back in. And I got back in the second round with what ended up being the 14th draft pick.
Mm-hmm.
So like not the first one, but like the second one in the second round. And from the moment I got that at some point in last year's regular season,
yeah,
I was like, all right, let me see like who could fall in that range. And one name that I highlighted then, or like I put in bold at that point,
mm-hmm.
was a guy named Nicholas Singleton. Does that name mean anything to you?
Rings a bell.
Got drafted in the 5th round of this year's draft.
Mm-hmm.
Sent to the Tennessee Titans.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started doing research for 2027 draft, he was on there as a potential person, or somehow he had been on my radar before I started looking at who might be available.
Yeah.
His rookie season, he came into Penn State as like a 5-star recruit, or whatever the ranking system is.
I was about to say, you're into high school recruits now? Like, come on.
Penn State rookie year set all these records. Penn State Saquon Barkley's school.
Yeah.
He beat his record-breaking squat,
mm-hmm.
and was like, all right, so this guy's got some juice. and had a great freshman year, sophomore year, and then this last year, Katron Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Is that name?
A little bit.
Notre Dame and Penn State both had two pretty good backs.
Yeah.
Katron Allen actually outperformed Nick Singleton in his what ended up being his final year.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was kind of getting lower on Singleton because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the Senior Bowl, he broke his foot while practicing.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't play in that game, and he didn't perform at the combine.
Mm.
So this if I get lucky, I can get this guy, kept becoming more and more secure. But this is a guy that I've been wanting since the regular season, and then every bit of news that was coming out was oh, he could fall to me, he could fall to me, he could fall to me. And then I think Monday I got to select him, and it was a big deal for me because I had wanted that for so long. Dynasty football.
That's silly. You're a silly goose. You know that?
Yeah. I forget if I said I've already signed up for my first Yahoo redraft on May 28th.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So I've got, I get to do one of my favorite summer activities of ranking my fantasy football list, getting in my spreadsheets.
Heck yeah.
Camps have started, so tape of rookies is coming out, and just in the grind.
You should be a GM of a team.
Loving it. I am a GM of several teams.
Would you, if you could, would you want to be a GM of an NFL team? Do you think that would be an enjoyable job for you?
I mean, part of me wants to say yes for the sake of the subject matter,
mm-hmm.
but also there are jobs that take up your whole life.
Yeah.
Where the work-life balance isn't great, and you can't outperform people who are willing to sacrifice that. So probably not.
Yeah.
Because it is a big responsibility for your city.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess presumably a lot of GMs are don't care about that part, I care about the paycheck. But I would definitely see it in those terms, I can't let all these people down.
Well, I don't know, because there's only 32 jobs, so I doubt there's many that are just there for the paycheck.
Yeah.
To get that job, you got to have something about you, I think.
Yeah, this might be cynical, but I see it as a CEO or VP of North America sales position of, they go place to place repeating the same formula, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
I mean, that is true, but at the same time, I think they try real hard at it, and they care about it a lot.
Yeah.
And I totally get that work-life balance thing. I don't have that drive for anything where I would just commit my entire life to something.
Yeah.
There's too much other stuff in life.
I did that for a while, and it was not good for my life.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
But the kids and teens at the YMCA of Greater Houston got something out of it, so there's that. Some of them are doctors now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think if I had anything interesting or if don't happen this week to me. I got a wood carving kit.
Yeah, what's going on behind you there?
Yeah, a few years ago I tried my hand at sculpting.
I know just last week we were talking about you and sculpting.
Yeah, well, that might have been what kicked off this idea, but
yeah.
I've always wanted to get into woodworking of some kind or
mm-hmm.
Carving something. I don't know. I've also just really wanted to find my art niche that I could do something that's actually kind of cool and
mm-hmm.
enjoyable. And I've always wanted to try wood. And I was just the other day, just something in my mind just sparked the idea, and I just went online and I was like, oh, there's a beginner woodworking kit for $13. Comes with few knives, a few blocks of wood, some cutting gloves, which I am using because I feel like I've matured to the point to not fully believe that I'm never going to make a mistake and cut my fingers up.
Well, there you go.
And yeah, I'm on my first carving right now. Slow going, trying to learn a lot as I go, trying to figure out how to work the wood. I've never really tried to carve wood like that before, so it's fun. Helps the dexterity and works out the brain. And I always like creating stuff with my hands.
Very cool. It looks like you're building the top third of a bedpost for a doll's bed.
I can see how you could see that, but that is not what it's going to be eventually. I mean, eventually it's going to... I'm trying to carve a capybara right now.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Just because it's a very kind of round, simple shape. Like, this thing came with like a little instruction book, and it has like some beginner carving ideas. And I saw the little capybara right here. And I was like, that seems easy enough, and that seems like it has techniques I need to learn to produce it while not being ridiculously hard.
Yeah.
So.
And it's just do this on the top, do this on the side. You're basically there.
I mean, that's like the starting point. Like you, I took this and I traced it on the side. You can still see some of the pin marks from it.
Okay.
Just to give me a guideline, and similar on top, but it gets to a point where you just gotta just see it in the wood and bring it out.
Interesting.
Just remove everything that doesn't belong.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's pretty tricky. Just thinking about things like that, it's just a different way to think. But
did you say it like that because that's how Michelangelo says it?
I didn't know he said that.
Yeah, he always said that he was like releasing people from the marble.
Well, cool that I kind of think like him. But we'll get there. I'm gonna put some work into it. I've maybe put about 30 minutes total into this so far. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But
there've been so many things that have been over here that you just started, and you're like, "We'll see how it turns out," and then it's like, "Oh, nice."
I have an endless supply of things I want to do, and like hobbies and skills to learn, and I don't know. I like being able to do things a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to be an expert at everything, but just being able to, if I get thrown into really any situation, I want to be able to talk to it somehow, or participate in it somehow.
Nice.
Yeah. And I can't draw, so I'm still finding my art medium. I was just doodling the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna try to. I saw a dog eating a cupcake, and I was like, I'm gonna try to draw that. So I just kind of doodled that.
That's a pretty strong doodle, Kelley.
I mean, it's pretty bad, but
has our friend Ashley seen it?
No.
You should send it to her.
Okay.
It's not bad.
I mean, it also I have like other, like I started writing work notes here, and then these are like I'm playing a video game, and these are coordinates that I needed to have. So it's like just doodling around, but I don't know. I can't draw, but maybe I can carve wood. We'll see.
And show me that again. That's not a... Yeah. It's not like strong lines or like you put your pen down once and you started just like drawing. It's a lot of...
That's always been when I try to draw, like my style, because I don't have a steady hand. I can't do good straight lines. So I have to do like a bunch of different little lines that then come together to make the picture.
Yeah. This is interesting. I think this is like fundamentally different ways of thinking for you and I. So like if I tried to get to a point where like you have to see it in the wood, I know that I would perform better with a... No, give me the measurements, because if I try to see it in the wood, I'll try it and it won't turn out the way I think it will. But if I blindly trust that if I knock out these parts, then like in the fifth out of 7 knocking out of parts, be like, oh, okay, I didn't think that was going to come together.
No. that makes sense. I mean, we all have different ways of looking at things and whatnot. I mean, I did play around with like clay sculpting for like a week, so I do have like a somewhat of an idea of what like creating a physical shape from nothing entails. I've done that thought process before, but this is also very different because it's kind of the opposite direction. Like with the clay, I'm building it out into what I want it to be. The wood, I'm taking away until I find what I want.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know. It's kind of scary because it's like you take out too much and you ruin it. Like you can't undo that. Like with clay, if I mess something up, I could just smush in some more clay and make it up. But it's a lot more unforgiving. And then just also learning like how to take off like wood, like in very small, precise places, and I don't know. It's neat.
Nice. Does it come with like a file and sandpaper? Is that where you're supposed to get to eventually?
It comes with something. Let me see. Honestly, when I got the kit, I just opened it up, took the knives out, took the wood out, and didn't really look at the rest of the kit. But it's a little 15-piece wood carving kit. Little cute little box.
Yeah, a lot of promise on that cover.
I think this might be a sharpening stone for the knives. And
Buy that.
There's a leather strap for something. Maybe that's also for knife sharpening. I don't know. Maybe this is like maybe a wood polish. And then it just comes with like a holding bag and then some other blocks of wood. So it doesn't come with like much, but definitely gonna get like sand. I have sandpaper from other projects.
So it's all knives then? It's all knives?
It's 4 knives. Again, this was $13 set, so very, very basic rudimentary. And there's a couple, like 2 of these knives I don't know if I'll ever use, but you got just like this is the big old carving knife for taking out big pieces. This is smaller. This is like this side of this. It's like a hook knife, but this side is like you can like cut like that way, and really tip if you want to like get into.
I assume that's what it was for, but yeah, the scooping makes way more sense.
Then this is like just a big flat blade, maybe like a planer almost. I don't know. I should read the instructions in the book at some point to see exactly what we're supposed to do here.
Wait, so which of those do you think you're not going to use?
This one probably the most. Like, what is this? What have I like? Listener, I'm holding up what it looks to be just about an inch long, just straight flat blade that's angled in a way that like it's not in a knife. It's almost like a palette knife. If you're familiar with painting. Palette knives, but it's a cutting knife. I don't know what I'd use this for. This one I can see like using this hook knife for like getting like detail in with that tip, but it's also just really big, so it's hard to like unless I'm just using the tip. I tried using this side thing to like scoop some stuff out, but this is just really big compared to this piece of wood that I'm working with because this is only like maybe a 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch by 3-inch block of wood.
That's true, yeah.
So, I mean, just the scale of it, not great.
Yeah, it'd be hard to do, like, the neck between the head and the body with...
But, like, scraping out might be something... I don't know. I gotta play with this stuff. And then, again, if I decide that I have any aptitude for it and want to do it more, I'll probably end up investing in different, better knives, but... I mean, for as cheap as this is, these are, like, this has some weight to it. Like, you can hold it. Like, it's a solid thing. So, yeah, just back to trying to find a way to get rich from art. Because it's so easy to get rich being an artist these days. That's what I hear.
I was,
What's the term, gluttonous artist?
I've never heard of that.
I was just trying to think of the opposite of starving artists.
I was talking about that recently. That I mean, it's easier to be an artist and make money from it. You have more access to ways that you could do it than you ever have before.
Mm-hmm.
There's way more people doing it than ever before. But like, if you wanted to be successful, like, you have to get into that other game of social media. Because you'll like build an inventory of stuff that could potentially be sold. And there's so many people. That's the other thing. There's so many people competing against you, but there's so many people out there that you need like 1% of 1% of 1% to have any interest in it. And, but that does mean that you have to, like, you can't just do the art. You have to figure out marketing, like have somebody that does it for you or you yourself.
Yeah.
But if you can bridge those two things.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just a hobby. I'd never actually think I could sell anything and like make a living off of it, because I'd have to sell so much stuff. Like, I don't know if I could produce enough stuff to sell, or it'd have to just be really expensive stuff. And again, I don't think I'll ever be a master enough to create something that could be that expensive.
But it turns out it's something you like.
Yeah.
There's cheers to this.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting off. Do I enjoy it? Do I have an aptitude?
Mm-hmm.
Let's not put the cart before the horse here.
Okay, last thing, or I'd like to read you a Michelangelo thing.
Okay.
And this is just like an AI or whatever. Michelangelo viewed sculpting as a process of liberating or releasing a pre-existing figure from within the marble block. Believing the artwork was already completed inside the stone by divine intent, he would work in a subtractive manner, chipping away the superfluous material to reveal the form, often starting from the front and working back.
Nice.
There you go.
Speaking of Michelangelo, watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 last night.
What?
And the one where they go back to feudal Japan.
Oh, snap. Okay, I had to forget about that. Dang, I could watch that again. Was that any good?
It was really good.
Dang, no! Cool.
The only downside to it is, we figured this out last night. Apparently in 1 and 2, the Jim Henson's shop did the turtle costumes.
Mm-hmm.
The third one, they got someone else to do it, and it's obviously like way inferior turtle costumes than the first two. Mm-hmm. Like, pretty significant. But other than that, everything else about the movie just on point.
Sweet. Man, now that you brought it up, I do like remember liking it. Somebody asked me this week if I have memory loss, and I was like, how do you answer that? Like, how would you know? That was my thing. It was like, I hope I don't. I'm not sure how I would know. I definitely don't think I have as good a memory as I used to.
I mean, I definitely like don't remember a whole bunch of stuff just like in my head. Like, it could probably, if I'm reminded of things,
recalled, yeah.
I'll recall it. But like it's weird. Like, my dad has almost a photographic memory of his childhood, and he can tell me like super in detail, very specific things. I can't. I can maybe recall about 5 things between like being born and 18 years old.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard my parents recall stuff, and I was like, am I supposed to be? Am I supposed to be able to recall stuff like that?
Which I've ended up, or I've also then entertained the thought, well, maybe like we are like the first real generation of information overload, and maybe we are just, so much stuff is being crammed into our brains that we cannot create those super deep memories of those things just because we have so much in our brains.
Yeah.
Someone will write a paper about that or do a study.
Mm-hmm. I think it'd be difficult for like me to go to my parents' house or something, and they're entertaining someone, and me being like, who's that? And they're like, oh, you don't remember, this is so and so. He was around in your childhood. I don't think that could happen, but I do know, like, in the history of all my like Facebook group and making friends, I'm like, how do I know this person? There's a lot of that. There's a lot of what is the lore behind this chat group I'm in right now, like, what were all the hops back to what I know must have been the start? And I don't know.
It was funny because we kind of experienced that together recently when we went and met up with Tony to give him the trophy. Like,
yeah.
we were just talking about the past and people and trying to figure out how we met people or knew people, and like even like trying to figure out how like we met Tony when like I met him for the first time, things like that.
That was a delight for me, because I was like, oh, definitely Sarah was a part of that. But how did I meet Sarah? And then eventually figuring out it must have been Academy people, and then 2 people specifically that I had like AP classes with, and then one of them hanging out. I almost said a last name again. But another one that we both like is somebody that we play poker with. Like, poker was a part of it. You remember that?
Andrew?
Yeah.
You can say first names.
But do you remember it's hard for me to say.
I
not say the whole name.
I can remember the house. Like, well, yeah. I mean, I probably hung out with him maybe more than you did.
I don't doubt it. But it was those linkages. It was like the Academy and then Andrew. But I had classes with Nathan and Matt. Who I call him by his last name. So but yeah, that backwards crawl through the lineage and the hops.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Memories are funny.
Yeah.
My dad believes he has this unique ability to have what he refers to as flashbacks. Mm-hmm. He just remembers things. He's like, but I'm like, it's like I'm right there living it. And I'm like, no, you're just remembering it. That's what remembering is. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He's ridiculous.
I see it in my mind's eye. Yeah, you're just describing a memory. I hear you.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
So, you do anything fun today before... Do you leave tomorrow? Or?
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. And no, I'm going to Costco after this. Just the regular stuff. We booked these things and a couple months ago, I guess, and got excited for it. And I am excited for the parts that I'm excited for. But yeah, like yesterday I started getting like nervous, anxious. Because so many things are like this. It's like smoking. Like, you've got to keep doing it to stay in the rhythm of it. Mm-hmm. So now that I travel like twice a year instead of like twice a month, I'm like, man, planes.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you don't love airplanes.
Yeah, I don't like the accelerating at many hundreds of miles an hour. And just being like, you gotta start moving this fast and gotta do that part okay, and then you gotta slow down. You gotta have that part okay.
I mean, that's the fun part.
Yeah.
Be hurtling through the air at 550 miles an hour and 40,000 feet, 8 miles above the surface.
Mm-hmm. Controlled descent. Controlled slow down. Yeah. But today we'll get Vietnamese food for sure.
Nice.
I kind of overdid it last night. Made fried chicken, and I knew I was going to get eggs today, and we still had like 3 eggs. And you can have 2 different containers of eggs in the fridge at the same time. It's not a crime, but that's not how my brain works.
I was about to say, it sounds like you're that's an internal convincing statement that you just made.
So yeah, I was like, gotta do something with these eggs. So I made the fried chicken and got all this oil with like breading left over in it, and I was like, that'll do. And just dunked the eggs in there and fried them in that. So I had like semi-breaded fried eggs.
Yeah.
And every time I make fried chicken, I make too much fried chicken. And there was some like spice, like hot honey and some other stuff involved, but ate all that and some dessert and got in bed, and my stomach was like, what have you done? What have you done to us?
Why have you forsaken me?
So yeah, they kind of messed me up last night and a little bit more this morning.
Yeah. That'll happen.
But, yeah, something about Vietnamese food. We'll get that today, and the servings are such that you have it for dinner and then you have it for lunch tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that'll get Ash to dinner tomorrow night, and then there'll probably be like 18 eggs between now and when I get back.
That's like all she'll eat.
Yeah.
18 eggs.
That
doesn't feel like enough.
She can knock those eggs out. 18 eggs?
The eggs don't have that many calories in them.
Oh, I mean, she'll eat other stuff, but
okay.
For her meals, like 3 eggs at a time, basically. I can't make her a bunch of bacon because she can't make her own bacon. It's dangerous. So I'll make her a bacon stockpile.
That's cute.
Yeah. We're supposed to go for a run.
Gross. Oh, that, sorry to interrupt, but I would be remiss if we don't bring this up. Bro, yesterday, May 1st, 57 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not complaining, but I'm also like, this is not right. Like, the animals are freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Plants are freaking out. Like, what's going on? This is weird.
This gets me every time that I hate it that all the cues, whenever it's like, it's spooky season. Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
This morning primarily. It wasn't like, it was a little bit yesterday, but this morning when I woke up, just the feel in the house, the smell, I was like, this is fall. This is fall weather. And like, I mean, I love it so much, but it's also like, no, it's not. We still got like 6 more months before we get there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like all my cues being off because I love when it's been hot, and then you get that first, like at 6 p.m. It's like, ooh, it feels. I think I felt something cool.
Yeah.
In the wind.
Like, what is that?
It wasn't all hot.
It's a distant memory of a friend that you have that you once loved that is coming back to see you.
Yeah. So now I'm all like triggered because that does start. It starts a whole like season. Yeah, it starts the best time of year. And now we get this. I mean, again, appreciate it, but it feels very weird because it's like, no, this is not the start of it. We still got so much time. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really just supposed to be 2 days, right? No, well, I didn't actually look, but I was talking to my brother about this yesterday, and he said that like the next week, like. It's supposed to storm again the middle of next week. And then Thursday, the high is supposed to be 65. Wow. Friday, May 7th, high of 65. May 8th, high of 68. Love that. And then the highest temp I'm seeing in the next 10 days is 87. And that is 10 days away. Mm-hmm. And I guess this is our stormy season, but it's usually never this cool of storms. Like, I remember the first May that we moved in here back in 2020, there was some real cool storms. I remember sitting out on the back patio at night, and there was just a lightning storm just going crazy, and I was like, I can dig this. And then nothing like that's happened since. Yeah. Like, to that cool of a lightning storm. I think literally the very first time my mom and dad came to visit us at the new house, that it was like the sky was green. Yeah. So, we have 3 TVs downstairs that we utilize daily, because we're just fools like that. And lately on one of on the smallest screen, we've been putting live storm chasing
streams.
Yeah.
Because there's just been a whole bunch of storms in the Midwest lately, and like tornadoes and stuff. And that's just real fun for me to watch those things. Just yesterday, I was a pig in shit yesterday. Pardon my language, but like it rained all day, and it was so great. And I was just like, harder, louder, give me lightning, give me thunder, and I love storms so much.
Heck yeah.
So I appreciate that we're getting some. I do not appreciate, like, we've already had to mow like twice in the last month, and gonna have, as soon as it dries up, like this stuff is gonna explode and have to mow again. It's gonna be a mow heavy year, I believe.
I should probably mow before I leave, because it has been raining like in the windows where I normally mow, like a Tuesday or Thursday afternoon.
Mm-hmm. And then it's supposed to rain again next week.
Yeah.
So sorry to put that on you.
Grass is pretty thick.
But then I guess another, just speaking of lawns and whatnot, I guess you probably, today was the first time you noticed the difference in our front yard. If you noticed at all.
Nah.
There's a tree that is no longer there.
Oh, yeah, totally didn't notice.
We had to get a tree in the front yard and a tree in the backyard taken down last week. Never loved seeing, because I love me some trees, but they had the cancers.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to go before they hurt somebody. But, yeah, that was... When did that happen? I think that happened on Thursday.
And then is the backup tree already installed, or is that on the way?
Just the way you said that is hilarious. Like, install a tree. Like,
yeah.
You plant a tree, Nathan.
Okay, my bad.
No, apparently this is not the time of year to plant trees. You plant trees in the fall.
Okay.
So you're going to wait until the fall to plant new ones. But yeah, so it's really weird now. Like, now there's a whole lot more light is coming into the front area of the house because that tree that was removed blocked a lot of that light. Yeah. So it's way brighter in there. And then it's also very weird out here because I have my little bonsai tree right behind my laptop screen, and I'm always staring at that and like staring out the window. But now, like, a tree's gone, I can see much further than I used to be able to out here. So it's weird. But yeah, had some trees removed. It's pretty intense.
I'll try to be more observant. I felt I was running behind, so I was definitely just parked and came as that.
No, I mean, if you don't notice it now, then I think that'd be pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, definitely could probably throw a football much further now in the backyard if this tree is gone. It's opened up.
Good to know.
It's a possibility.
We installed 2 mammoth sunflowers.
Planted them. I don't know why that bothers me, but that does bother me that you say that.
Off the patio. And it was dark like the 2 weeks after we planted them, and I guess I also needed to like acclimate to being from the pot into the soil.
Mm-hmm.
But they just like shot up like a foot this week.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to see them get all the sunlight. I mean, I'll look at them before I take off on Sunday, and I know like the difference between like Sunday and getting back, seeing them Thursday, getting back Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'll be able to tell.
They'll be like 15 foot tall by the time you get back.
They'll be big.
Very cool.
Yeah. I had a rant or whatever, but we can save it for next time.
Okie dokie. Well, I don't really have anything else. Do you have anything else you want to chat about? Or you want to wrap it up?
No, I feel like we had some laughs.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, y'all know the drill. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell your friends. We are still on the road to 30 subscribers. But we'll get there anyway. Thank you so much for listening. We love you very much. And peace.
Love you guys, bye.